and then ended up giving me one that had moments of despair. Right. As a result of his emotions carried over from his relationship with his father. But he remedied all his mistakes with his son by being an incredible grandfather to me.
Okay.
So yeah, I had a very tight relationship with him.
Do you remember the first time you saw like a camera or photos and it inspired something?
I remember it so clearly because he brought me into his darkroom. I used to just watch him work at his desk. He's a very well-known graphic artist and photographer. Like President Kennedy called him to congratulate him. Like he was on the cover of everything. So I would just watch him work and then just sleep. He was Swiss, so he hardly spoke. I would just kind of take naps in his office and watch him. And then at one point he brought me down his darkroom. And the darkroom, it was just a magical place. He just showed me this image that he'd taken of me. And I watched it come up in the developer. And I just couldn't believe it. And that magic, it sat somewhere in me. And then decades later, when it was time for me to choose my calling, I went with photography. And a big part of that was because of that. Also, my father had been a director, so it was just a visual medium. My grandmother, a painter.
At what point did you decide that you were going to leave baseball?
When I didn't get drafted. I was invited to training camp after my senior year of college, but I didn't want to because I wanted to go back and finish. I had one more semester in college, and that's when I got into acting. And my to-be wife was still in college and we were dating, Lauren, so I wanted to go back and be with her and start getting into acting. So since I hadn't gotten drafted high, I hung it up, which my dad was not too thrilled about. But it was in a way healthy for him because it was like, okay, now I can let go of that.
How did you meet Lauren?
Just college, French class.
Yeah.
Snowy day, first kiss, romantic.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you don't have a photo of that?
Oh, I could send you, if you want to just show a couple photos when we were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You looked like a supermodel, I must say, because you posted some photo.
I have a photo of some stuff. Yeah.
Laura and I, my wife, like we talked about it and we're just like, holy crap. Like Jordan would have given all of us a run for our money.
A few decades ago, yeah.
And so how did you go from baseball to acting? Because before photography, you wanted to be an actor at one point as well, right?
What I wanted a performance-based career with highs and lows because that's what I had always known. So I didn't have that much interest in school. Like there wasn't anything I was learning in college. I was on a full scholarship. I could have studied anything. University of Richmond's a great school, but I wasn't engaged with anything other than performing. And baseball was a performance. And then after that, acting would be a performance. So I got into it in student theater. Like while I was playing baseball, I was just starting to do plays and I just got hooked.
And did you feel like that was your calling as well, or?
Yeah, that was my second big career. Yeah, was that until the whole auditioning part. It's like you don't audition in college.